All right, hello everyone. Thank you so much for coming to the channel. So we're just going to hop right into it. I'm going to be going over my trade recap today. Today was a wild ride because yesterday we made $500 and I'm going to put it wherever on the screen to show you how much I made yesterday. And today, my folks, we have the exact same proposition. I actually made just over $20 more of what I made yesterday. I actually made $560. And let me tell you this. So I took 5 trades today. And the only reason why I did was because, as you can tell, price has been moving significantly. You see this? Price has been moving $20 a day. Do you see that? $20 a day as opposed to the usual 10, 11, 12, whatever. So price has been very volatile and I've been trying to keep my risk management at good pace. Okay. So this is my top down analysis. It's my weekly watch list. I send it out every day not every day, every weekend. I actually need to do one for this week for, on my weekly watch list in my Discord. You can go join the Discord. It'll be in my description below. Um, Shameless plug. I have no shame. If you want to join because I need a community. I feel like sometimes that I am talking to myself in there, but that's okay. I get self-reflection, you know? So, price today, price today, price today. As you can see, I'm on the 15-minute. So, I was gauging in between the 5-minute and the 15-minute time frame, mostly because I was trying to spot liquidity sweeps and no, I was trying to spot liquidity and liquidity sweeps. So I know it's terrible for me to be testing out new strategies in the market, but I do feel like it's the liquidity sweeps sort of confirm my traditional strategy, like my way of trading. So let me hop right into it, girl. Let's hop right into it. So in the beginning, I usually use my 3-minute candle, just a normal 3-minute candle, market open. Wait, okay, let's head on to 8:30. Okay. All right, so we see market opens. Personally, I'm waiting for market to either hit this zone and go below so that I can put in puts, or stay or cross this zone, stay within this area and go for calls. But since I know that we're on a bearish run because of the news, economic news, I my bias was, to the downside. And we also gapped up from the previous day before. So I was thinking maybe price was going to fill in all those orders, especially you have a lot of sellers in the market now. So I'm just going through the motions. I'm like, okay, I'm just waiting, it's market open, it's whatever. I don't just hop right into it. The price is going, price creates a low here. I'm monitoring that low. I'm monitoring here. I'm like, oh, is this my time to spot liquidity? I'm right here, but I'm like, no, let's wait for price. Let's see what price does. Price continues. So this right here for me is invalid. I don't see my usual setup just yet, although I do have a signal here for demand or supply. So I go up, I'm waiting for price to touch, and boom, bam, I'm starting to lock in at this moment. One, because I have a confirmation. I have my demand zone. Guys, I keep forgetting which part is demand and which part is supply. I'm going to Google that really quick. Is demand in trading buy or sell? So I'm in supply zone. So I am in the supply zone. Let me fix this light. I feel like it would look better if it's a little icy. No? A little personable here. Okay. So I see that price has hit my zone in this area, and I am ready to look into anything that can give me a signal for puts, like a rejection. So price is still within this area. This is just, my resistance. And then I see right here a possible rise for liquidity sweeps. But I'm also seeing that there's a rejection here, but I'm also seeing my pattern. So I'm getting a lot of confirmations here to the downside. Okay. So let me do the first confirmation. The first confirmation is that since this is rejecting, I am going to go in for puts for price to catch profit here. I could put a stop loss right here for risk management, but I usually do a 1-to-1. Doesn't really matter. You can do a 1-to-1. So this is number one. Okay. This is number one. This is the first entry that I could have got into. I didn't get into this entry, but it was a confirmation for me to get into it. I was really trying to practice liquidity here, liquidity sweeps. And if price was still showing to the downside, I would still go in for puts because I already had confirmation to go anyways. So, what am I looking for here? What? Oh, I was just gonna lock it so that it doesn't move. This one as well. Okay, so so as price continues, I also look at it in different tabs, like on the 15-minute, whatever, but the 3-minute, boom, bam, liquidity sweep, confirmation to the T. Okay, confirmation. I might as well just get in here as well because boom, 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 bop, bam, literally right here is already an entry. Do you see this? Do you see this? Like, guys, I need you to follow. I need you to follow along with me because the way that I'm learning with you. I'm learning with you. I'm learning with you. Please, please believe that. Okay. So I see that I could also take, profit here, but my usual strategy, boom, bop, bam. This is number one, okay? Remember that. This is number one. Now, I could go in again because this is a liquidity sweep. I could wait for the second candle. This is now the entry for liquidity, okay? I see that it's still green. I'm like, all right. Let me wait for a red candle, a harsh rejection. And I see, wait. And I see, oh, okay, price is going up here a little bit, but I still want to see if there's going to be a little bit rejection. So I'm waiting to see whether if price is going to go up. So I see price around this area and I'm like, okay, I'm still waiting for rejection because this is what I would usually face with my normal strategy. Yeah, boom, bam. So I go in again and I see rejection, harsh rejection off this line. But I'm also, keep in mind, I'm also looking at other time frames. So this is the 5-minute time frame. I already have liquidity right here. Like, you see the extra confirmation? So now that I'm looking, I literally, this is exactly how I did it. Because once I've seen that I have confirmation in the 3-minute, I now go over to the 5-minute to confirm my liquidity sweep. And the liquidity sweep is confirmed in this moment. I hope I have the definition of liquidity sweep correctly. And I hope I'm using it right. But it worked, okay? So we see here, sweep, boom, bop, bam. I can now get in for a second one. Wait, let's go down, not up. This is where I would have my entry. Okay, let me put it to the side so that you're not confused. Now, I'm going to give a shout out to TJR because he's the one that I watch for the liquidity. I don't understand liquidity in any other form. Every other YouTuber that I've tried to watch or educational teacher or whatever that has tried to explain liquidity has just made me even more confused. But he did the thing, okay? And I realized that he was setting his at 3-to-1, like a risk to reward ratio to a 3. And I know that I think he does futures, but this is options. But whatever, we're trying to make the most bang out of our buck. So what I did is I looked for I put my stop loss was at the previous high. I think it was the previous high, like wherever the nearest high was, and got that in for 1-to-3. Sorry, for a 3-to-1. So because I know price has been volatile, I would have done like a 2 to 1, knowing, price, but we're in volatile hours. Okay. Oh, okay. See, now that was perfect. Okay. So now that I have confirmation, just look. Do you see how these two confirm each other? You just have one that's a little bit more risk tolerant, and then you have one that's a bull, that's a bearish statement. Okay. So I also think that I put my stop loss right here because of this previous price. But yeah, I'm pretty sure because I did a $10 move, but it's whatever. I did 5 trades today, so it doesn't even matter. So do you see how all the confirmations here are confirming? Like everything here is confirming. I've confirmed it in the 5 minute and I've confirmed it in the 3 minute. And regardless of everything, you still enter at the same point. I actually didn't even realize that. You still enter at the same point. So now we're going in for sells. And my take profit was all the way down here. I actually took profit at $10, and I think it's because I brought my stop over here for a $10 move. But do you see this? Because I could take profit right here, and I could take profit over here. Let me make sure it's correct. Do you see that? So let's continue now. As price is going, do you see that? Do you see that? Like, that was, do you see how clean price was? Price hit everything. So you have a safety net here, which is my usual trade. I usually get in like this on the 3 minute, and this can be used for the 5 minute. Okay. I'm not here to teach, I'm just here to explain my strategy. So I have this here and I have this here. Okay. And now let me show you. I also got it. And the other trades that I also got into were based off of my levels. And let me tell you, I did not think that price was going to go all the way down to this level over here. Okay. This is for my weekly watch list. It was only because within this area, there were no levels of support and resistance according to my top-down analysis. So I'm thinking, okay, no way price is going to go all the way down here. You know why? I'm thinking there's no way because you have what, a $25 move? Like $25? Are you joking? And then I see that it's totally not impossible because the day before was also a $25 move, if not more. Actually, it was almost a $30 move to the upside, actually. So I was like, okay, with the way the markets were moving, pretty volatile. So I'm like, okay, let me be safe a little bit. So I also use my Heikin-Ashi trades. Okay, I still got in. Several times. So let me just show you. Let me show you because let's assume I got in right here, right? And I was like, oh yeah, price is gonna go all the way down here, which is what happened. Price retraced a little bit. Still boom bam. Still went down. Still did. For a $24 move, $25 move. So that just shows you how unbelievable the stock market crash is in this very moment. Just prices right now are very volatile, and I'm trying not to expect that I'll be seeing these results usually because my usual strategy is like it's like a $1 to $3 move. Okay. And I'm not used to this. So let's switch over now to the Heikin-Ashi candlesticks so I can show you how and what move I got into. So in the beginning of the market, when the market opened, I was looking for opportunity after this point from which I knew that price was going to the downside. Okay, sorry. From which I knew that price was going on to the downside. So now that I see, this is more extra confirmation to the downside. So let me show you a play that I would have taken with Heikin-Ashi candlesticks, which is another form of confirmation. So, and this was a quick one. This was a quick one. This is a quick one. So right here, I'm just looking for the three standard candles for Hikinashi and where I'm going to have my stop loss whenever I get that confirmation. I get confirmation over here to the downside. So I would have gotten in on this candle, have a take a stop loss. Sorry, have a take profit of, or let's get to the stop loss of this candle and a take profit of a 1-to-1. And you see how price is already up there. It's already up there. That's already a $2 move. And if I wanted to stay in it for a 2-to-1, price would have continued. But do you see like that? There are so many opportunities and signals here that I found, and I could have stayed in. I would have continued to stay in because as price was retracing, it still went all the way back down. You know, it just melted. Okay, so that's another way I would have gotten in. And so let me head over to my normal candlestick chart. Where is everything? Where are all the prices? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I use the 3-minute. Let's do a replay. Now we're going to use my strategy with the normal candlsticks. 3-minute with my VWAP. So I'm just, I'm looking at price. I'm saying, okay, price is below and price goes above it. I start looking for calls at this moment, but I get no confirmation for calls. Literally no confirmation for calls. So I see that price is now below VWAP. I begin to look for my supply zones. I begin to look for my supply zones. All right. Where is the supply zone? I use this as a supply zone right here. I spotted one in this moment. Oh, well, how did I get in? When did I get in? Okay, so it's like 12 o'clock at this moment, and I spot a clear supply zone over here, a sweet one, and now I'm anticipating for price to go down. So here is where I would put in some puts. Most likely have a stop loss right there and a take profit right here. Okay. So I would go in for a sell and we'll see how many. See, you can still get a decent move, a decent $3 move. Wait for price to hit, and price hits. Boom, bam. There you go. And these are just all the confluences that I had, all the confluences that I seen that made me get into all of them. So yeah, I made just a quick bit today. Let me show you. It's actually been a really good week. I'm trying to keep that streak up. I'm just waiting for one of them days that it's, a red day, but we're hoping that doesn't come anytime soon. We rebuke that. So today I made just, oh gosh, I have to do that thing again where I take a screenshot of it. Let me take a screenshot of it so that I can, or let me just reduce my brightness. Yeah. um, Dang, you know what? I'm just going to put a video on, I'm just going to attach my winnings on here. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. Stay safe in the markets. It's really volatile at this moment. Don't get too hype. I try to keep my emotions in check when I'm going through all of these, emotional phases and spikes and everything and volatility. So thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one.